The third tutorial. And again, you don't have to follow these all along, but there are some good information in these. So you can see this is a traditional mistake with modeling. You get these flat sides and front and side when you're doing your insert edge loop cut tool. Uh, so you definitely want to kind of start moving these in, and I think I showed you just a little bit how to do that. So I didn't record myself doing that, but I did clean it up, and you can see it's a lot smoother. And so you just want to spend the time, get rid of all this flat surfaces. Now you can either grab faces sometimes. You can also use a soft select tool. But since the geometry is very simple, I just kept it just one vertice at a time. You can, like I said, do soft select and it'll grab them. I also I would grab bunches of them at a time, and I would hit shift average vertice, so right here, and that will kind of smooth it out. I'm going to undo that. And that will kind of get you started if they're kind of bunched together. So you can see over here on the right, we have all this data. So this is stuff that you need to delete history after a while if you're going to put this into a game engine. You don't want any additional weight. So I don't have the character in front of me, but I'm imagining that these will probably come in a little bit further. All right, just make sure you just don't extrude a face and have additional weight. And so have it close to the eyes here. So I'm going to start pulling away from here. Now there is a ridge on this character, and we'll probably work on that in ZBrush. But again, just keep it really simple. Look at your lines, how they're flowing. You just want everything kind of smooth and line up. So you can just see here, I'm just kind of pulling them, give it some extra space here. All right, it should just have nice fluid lines, a lot different from what I had before. This probably whole line needs to be pulled in a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on these. I don't have the model in front of me, but I'm just going to go ahead and start pulling from the surface. So I'm going to go ahead in my face, and again, make sure when you extrude, pull the polygons right off the bat, because you don't want those to double up, and then you have two vertices hitting one surface. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and start pulling this out a little bit further. All right, I'll go to my front view so I can see this a little bit better. I wish there was a way to see through that, but I'm just going to go ahead and start pulling this down here. Okay, keep the best you can with the quads. Don't start triangulating or having n-gons and all that jazz. All right, so I'm going to continue here. I think we're going to extrude from here. Let's look at our thing here. I'm going to pull this up just so we have something to start extruding out. All right, so I'm going to hit face. I'm going to hit G. I think that's the last time it was extrude, so you can hit G. All right, hit G one more time. I'm going to go ahead and hit R, and then get that to a point. I'll hit it one more time, G. Use our tools, hit R, pull that in. All right. Again, I don't have the model here, so I'm just kind of going by my silhouette here. So if you pull something like this, and the way you can pull this back and forth. So I'm kind of fighting myself here. So anyways, just kind of look at your model. Since I can start shaping it the way it is here. Pull this way back. Use your arrow keys so it doesn't get weird. Okay. All right. Be careful, use your arrows. All right. And you can see it totally some weirdness going on here. Use your faces also to push things in. We're at 4. Turn this all off so I can kind of see what I'm doing here. All right. Pull this in. Again, I don't have the model here with me, so I don't really know how pointed this is. I'm thinking it's probably a lot more tighter than that, probably. Grab all these guys, hit R, squeeze it in. Grab this guy, squeeze it in. And this is where it's really helpful to have your model on your desk. Please pull them out of the closet. All right, so again, you can fast forward. I'm just giving you guys some rough ideas on how to do this. All right, so if I hit 3, you can start to see we have a little bit of something to work on. So let's, if we turn on our front, start to see what that looks like. All right, so you just want some geometry, so that way when you get into ZBrush, you have something to start sculpting. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out these sides. Again, it's not gonna be symmetrical. You're gonna either pick and choose which side that you want. All right, so we can go ahead and rinse and repeat. I'm gonna grab 3 of these guys, Shift, hold, extrude face. Go ahead, some of you guys are doing this in Blender. I'm gonna hit 1. Squeeze this in, R. Pull this in. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and start shaping it to have kind of a horn shape. Okay. Again, you guys have a lot more time. I'm just trying to get quickly through the tutorial, but you guys got the kind of concept of what to do here. Extrude face, and I'm just going to start following the contours of my thing. Hit R to start squeezing it down. Then you can hit E and you start rotating this thing down. G, W, pull that out, R. Okay, W, W, R. This is all you have to do. This is nothing, no rocket science in this and modeling these forms. All right, pull this down, hit R. Okay, I'm gonna rotate probably one more time. Add that, pull that out, just so it has a nice kind of brown feature. All right. Then we had 3. Not looking bad. All right, I'm gonna do this last tentacle here, whatever it is, and then we'll probably stop. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm grabbing 3 of them all the time, just so it has extra geometry instead of 1 or 2. All right, extrude face. And when you guys are doing this, make sure you don't select something in the background. That would be awful. All right, so we hit R. Squeeze this in, pull it out, just so we start having geometry going the right way. And this one kind of goes up instead of down. All right, hit G, pull this out, hit R. All right, W. Use your arrow tools. Don't use the box because you're going to start pushing it in the wrong direction. All right, like I said, I'm going out, G, using my arrows, R. Okay. Again, you're just trying to get just some raw geometry out there. You can start working on the shape of it later. It's hours and hours of cleaning this up. All right. So we have, I think there's 2 eyes and a mouth. And so in the next video, we'll start working on the mouth. But if we hit 3, you start to see we're pretty good shape. So if I turn off my image, we start to see little bit beginnings of this. You can see this is a harsh edge here. We can start to smooth that out. But again, we're trying to keep that for our eye and so forth. All right, I'm going to stop there. Again, make sure you do increment and save, just in case it crashes. One of our students, it did crash, so you don't want that to happen. That looks pretty good for about a half hour to 40 minutes of modeling.